I need a trail. Well, hey guys, it's Spiffy Guy, and we're back out here for another adventure. If you're a subscriber, this may look familiar. This is the Berryman campground, and we're not here this time for a work event. We are here to hike the 25-mile Berryman Loop. So it's a pretty cold day. It's about 14 degrees right now. It should warm up to about 25 maybe, with a low of 20 tonight. We'll see. 18, 20 degrees. Should be all right. So we're gonna hike the loop here. Don't know how long it's gonna take. Maybe 2 days, maybe 3, depending upon how slow I go and how much I jabberjaw along the way. But we will spend a night here at the Berryman campground, and nobody else is here. First tracks in the little bit of snow that has fallen, with the exception of these. I don't know if you guys can see those. I'm gonna make the assumption cat, perhaps. Maybe it is Barry the cat. We shall see once we get back here. But for now, we're headed this direction to the trail. So we crossed over this little ATV trail. It's about a mile in. There's a little pond over here, frozen over. But we're, like I said, we're a mile in. Been on the trail about 20 minutes. Starting to heat up a little bit, which is good. But there's a little bit of a wind, and so to keep the chill down, I'm wearing that Terramar Ecolator over my base layer. I may get a little sweaty, but I'd rather be a little warm than get too cold while I'm hiking. And it breathes a lot better than my my Houdini wind shirt. So anyway, let's take a look at the map. I'll show you what the plan is for this weekend. All right, I'm hoping you guys can see that. So down here is the Berryman campsite. Apparently the official route of the loop is counterclockwise, which seems odd, but so we're gonna cruise up around this direction, and hopefully we'll make it to Brazil Creek today. That's 9 miles. If we're doing good and feeling jiggy with it, we can do about another 3 more up to Harmon Spring, and that's sort of the halfway point. And then at that point you hop on the Codaway, which is this red line here, and then that's the official Ozark Trail route back down to the Berryman campsite down here. So we're just going to cruise along, not a whole lot on this side till we get to Brazil Creek. We cross a few roads here and there, but there's no watermarks or anything like there is on the Ozark Trail. This is the Codaway 3 map, in case you're wondering. If you go to the Ozark Trail website and you click on maps, and then you click on detailed maps, you'll get this nice little topo here, and this is number 3. So we are probably somewhere right about here, maybe this little forest road right here. So we're just gonna keep on walking, and we'll see what we find. But it's a beautiful day, and it's supposed to be a lot warmer tomorrow, but so far it's not too bad. Well, if you guys can make that out, those look like coyote tracks. A single guy perhaps. I saw a bunch further down the hill on the way up. We're coming up onto this ridge line. Tough going. I'm sure I'll be hearing these coyotes tonight. Hopefully they do not bother me. I have to admit that coyotes are the one thing that freak me out here. Not so much worried about bears or mountain lions. You know, coyotes and people. Can't trust them. All right, so I'm about 3 3/4 miles into it, about 1/4 to 1, and I've got I don't know, less than 5 hours until the sun goes down. But making good time, not doing too bad. I just stopped to shed a layer and get a snack, and things are going good. Try to keep you guys out of the sun here. I just climbed a colossal hill, and now we're sort of up on this ridge line, dodging trees, and a little forest road here, some sort. But yeah, the trail's doing good. No complaints. It's a little chilly, but hopefully it'll definitely warm up tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 45. But tonight the low is going to be 18 or so. I brought extra insulation as well as an extra blanket, which I'll show you guys later. Sort of a DIY quilt that I made a long time ago. I figured I'd bring it. My Enlightened Equipment's quilt is rated for 20 degrees, and it has an extra ounce of down in it. But I don't foresee 18 degrees as a problem for sure. I just scared up. So I think there's some flagging here. I don't know if you can see that. So I think this is where the reroute is. And so the reroute's going to come through here. They haven't finished it yet. They've been doing work weekends to try to get it knocked out before spring. But I do believe that it's back in there. When we were working on that last time I was here, and I'll put a little link up to that video. We had some runners get up on it, and they got a bit lost. But I'm fairly certain that this is the original trail, and we'll keep following it. But they got more work to do on the reroute. So if you're looking for things to do, check out the Ozark Trail's website and look at work events, and I'm sure you can find one. Oh no, a water crossing. Whatever shall I do? So there's that water crossing back there. I just want to point this out, that the trail kind of intersects this ATV trail right here. Apparently that was the actual trail. So it kind of comes around that way as opposed to coming straight through here. There's a kind of a tore up sign right there. But if you look this way, this is the rest of the ATV trail. But over here, it's kind of a washout. I don't know if you can see that. But there's a BT sign right here. So I'm guessing this is the old trail. So just pay attention right there. Check your maps, check your GPS. I saw some bike tracks, and that's what got me thinking that maybe this is the way. It's a nice little flat bottomland in between these two rises. And the trail goes along there for a while, and then it comes up a little steep hill up here as we start to climb the ridge. So where we're at, you can see this, but we were across the creek here, went through the bottomland there, and then we came up on the rise, like right here. So we should be hitting this road right here soon, which is Floyd Tower Road. And then from there, let's see, we probably got maybe 4 miles to the Brazil Creek trailhead. And there's a little camping thing there, so we should make it in time for before the sun goes down. But it's beautiful out here. It's just awesome. Yeah, folks, you gotta get out. Don't let the winter stop you. It's not that cold. Because this is great. There's not a single person out here. So, sure beats the traffic I was in this morning. Floyd Tower Road. Somehow it doesn't look like it gets a whole lot of action. It snowed last night, a little bit down here. We got about 1 to maybe 2 inches up in St. Louis area. That explains why people were driving like idiots this morning. Nobody knows how to drive once it snows. But I was hoping for a little bit more. But I guess it is what it is. I don't know if we'll actually get snow this winter, seeing as how it's beginning of February already. Maybe we'll get a little. Scattered along the trail you have these posts, and they have numbers in them. This one says 17. If I'm correct, these are the mileage markers. So it has it's 17 miles if we continue on that direction to the back to the Berryman campground. So essentially we've come about, I don't know, about 5 miles, I think. Maybe 6. Actually, probably 7. My math is way off. Maybe it's time for a candy bar. You guys can see up there, but that is Highway W, which is right here on the map. To get to focus, you can see I'm only about a quarter mile from Brazil Creek, and it's about 3 o'clock. So I got to make a decision whether I just hole up here or whether I hightail it the 3.5 miles over to the Beecher Spring, or not Beecher Spring, whatever the other place is, Harmon Spring, which is up here. You see they got mileage on there, so in theory I'm about, I don't know, less than 4 miles away, so I have to figure out my timing. You know, I don't want to get there when it's dark. So we'll see what it's like when I get to Brazil Creek. Alright, just over the hill we've got the Brazil Creek Berryman Trail signs. Just came from that direction. Berryman Trail continues over that direction, and Brazil Creek is this way. Let's go at least check it out. It's 3:15. My GPS says sunset's at 5:30. So in theory, you know, I've got a little while. You know, almost 2 hours. And if I'm traveling at about 2.5 miles an hour, in theory I can make it. And that would put me at 12 miles today and 12 miles to do tomorrow. So, and the question is, you know, what time will it be when I get in? You know, if it's super early in the afternoon, I may not want to stay. I'm guessing it's over here somewhere. There's a road. Must be back over that direction.